Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV, dear viewers, and now we have with us a very special guest. As Egypt is rich in cultural heritage that can be traced from the remote prehistoric past through the various stages of world civilization. Ancient Egyptian monuments link us to the past and make us aware of past human achievements. It is our duty to protect and preserve our heritage, of course, and this heritage, so that we and future generations can share in the historical legacy of our predecessors, dear viewers. And in this context, dear viewers, we have with us a dear guest, Mahra'il Milad Mouris, and she is a member of the Egyptian Association of Protecting Heritage. A very good day, Mahra'il, and it's a pleasure to have you with us today. Mahra, could you tell us, please, the meaning of your name first?
Okay, Mahra'il is a Coptic name. Mahra means peace, and Il means God, so it's peace of God.
Peace of God. That's lovely. That's
wonderful.
Lovely.
Thank you.
So, Mahra'il, tell us, what is the scope of work of the association?
So the Association of the Preservation of Egyptian Heritage is aiming to retain or regain the identity of the Egyptians. They are aiming to attract the youth to know the importance of their heritage and how to market to it in the tourism, which is the most important national income here, source of national income.
Right.
What are the threats that are facing Egyptian heritage, Mohra?
I think the most dangerous thing facing us is not knowing the importance of what we have.
Yeah.
We have a lot of foreigners know the importance of our heritage more than us. You can see people in Tutankhamun collections, they are fascinated by it more than the Egyptians. So this is the most dangerous we face.
Yeah, right. So I guess raising awareness about our history, our culture, our roots is the main goal here.
Yes,
yeah.
And raising it among the youth is the important thing.
How can you see that we can raise this Mohra? And work on it for the youth to grow more intellectual and to grow more into the country and understand the whereabouts of the country very well.
I think by making trainings, workshops, and so on for the youth mainly, make these training with certificates that can help them in their future, in their career, so to attract them to come to these trainings.
Right. Do you try to reach out to schools, be it governmental schools or private schools, so they can organize trips, for instance, to places where Egypt's monuments are portrayed as part of the efforts to preserve heritage, our heritage?
Okay. I'm already the first English guide in the Islamic Art Museum in Cairo as a trainee. And they are working there so hard. They are attracting schools and make trips. Even I knew about the society, the association, from coming, they come to my college. Our head of the department received them and they talked about us, and I felt this association is making an important role and I wanted to be a part of it. So yes, some associations are trying, but they have to connect with every place. You know, this museum, it's not known at all. This is the hard thing. The Coptic Museum, it's not known. It doesn't have any marketing. Some places are trying, just like the Islamic Art Museum maybe, and some places are not, or doesn't have the enough marketing thing.
Okay, tell us about the joint cooperation you launched with the Supreme Council of Culture, Mohra.
I just told you I'm the first trainee in the Islamic Art Museum as an English guide. I also got a certificate from the institution of Dr. Zahi Hawass for Egyptology. The first training I took, I was a trainee. Then now I'm a lecturer there for guidance. So yes, I'm trying to take different trainings in different places with different types of archaeology, Egyptology, Islamic art. I hoped to have a Coptology, but there is no anything. I'm taking now a level in Coptic language under the Supreme Council of Antiquities and the Museum of Geir Anderson. They are making the first level free for students and anyone want to know it, but there is no other trainings in the Coptic Museum. So I'm searching, but not everything is available.
Right. Mahra'il, what are the organizations that you cooperate with? And by you, I mean the Association for the Preservation of Egyptian Heritage.
Okay. They are going to universities just like mine, arts faculty and Shamsi University, tour guidance department. They are trying to reach schools, but that is not easy. They are looking forward for permissions and so on. So they are trying to spread the awareness by making some handicrafts projects. We are working now on a magazine for the trip of the Holy Family to Egypt that will come out on the 1st of June. And we are working also on making a site to, make some expressions and spread awareness and so on. These are all of these projects are still under work.
Okay, how do you see the importance of the center we are in today for protecting our heritage through crafts?
Okay, I think I came here for the first time. I just had a tour in the museum and it's a beautiful one, but I told you there is no marketing enough. I've heard about it for the first time, and I'm a tour guide. I'm a senior student, so that's a shame. So I think marketing for events and trainings here, they can invite students and tell them how they make the crafts. It would be an amazing and interesting thing.
Right. Mahra'il, tell me, what are the most endangered heritage pieces in Egypt, as far as you are concerned? I mean, the thing that you fear we could lose if we don't, right away get back to it.
I think some artifacts in the museums are in danger. I was in the Egyptian Museum last week. People are touching the artifacts and there is no security because the museum is so big, and they are now very, very interested in the Grand Museum and the project, so that the museum now is not having enough attention.
You're talking about the Tahrir Museum?
Yes. Touching, I had a PhD student, French PhD student, was with me in a tour, and she was studying mythology. So she saw a man touching an artifact, and she wanted to take a photo. So we are sending a bad picture for our country that we are not aware enough of this. I think we should have labels in the museum that's not allowed, that is not allowed, and so on.
Okay. Egypt is rich in culture, heritage, of course, and can be traced from the remote prehistoric past through the various stages of the world civilization. How can we promote this to make the best of what we have here in Egypt? Because we are one of the very distinguished countries in all means when it comes to crafts, when it comes to, of course, monuments, when it comes to anything related to touristic sites, which any country would ever dream of. We have it all.
I think number one is marketing. By the project of the Grand Museum, many tourists came to our country this year I had tourists with different nationalities: India, USA, United Kingdom, China, Australia, and so on. So by making new projects and marketing well for them, it would attract so many people.
Right. Mahra'il, tell me, you were mentioning that you were trying to learn the Coptic language. What languages do you speak first?
My first language is English. My second is French, but I'm not very well at the accent. And I make a self-study in Spanish language.
Of course, in addition to Arabic, which is
Yes.
the mother tongue. So how did you find it when you studied the Coptic language? I mean, and tell us some words. Teach us and tell our viewers about some interesting phonetics in the Coptic language.
I only took one lecture and I just took the letters.
Okay.
So I just knew that the Coptic language is it is apart from the ancient Egyptian language hieroglyphs. It's not main language. It's just the way of writing it. They used the Greek alphabet with the sound of the Egyptian to make an alphabet because it was hard to write hieroglyphs. So this is the last development of the hieroglyphs or the ancient Egyptian language.
Mm-hmm. You are a Coptic Christian,
Yes.
Okay, and when you come to read the Bible or so, you read it in Coptic language or
everything is translated in Arabic.
Yeah.
Of course, it was translated
but
from
you also
Greek.
have it in
Aramaic?
Coptic.
Yes.
From Aramaic, right?
Arabic.
Yeah.
From Greek to Coptic, then Arabic.
Yeah.
But you also have it in
Yes,
the
in the
Coptic.
churches they are
So you
teaching
read
some
it
people.
in Coptic language?
I can't. Some people
You can't,
can, of course.
but it exists.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, sure. And I meant from the Aramea, from the
You
Arabic
mean
language.
Armenian?
No. Aramic, Aramea, the Arabic language. That's the original language, right?
The Greek language is
Yeah.
the original.
Okay.
The Greek one.
Okay. Wonderful.
Okay.
So
Yes.
yes, Ran.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So finally, Mahra'il, tell us about your goals, your dreams, for yourself and for Egyptian heritage. I mean, it's a noble cause you are
Yes.
working for. So what do you dream for?
Okay. For myself, I want to be a tour guide. I'm not settling for less, Just I'm a senior student, so I will search for the job in every company. I don't care about the salary, so because I found out that I'm good at it. I tried. I have a good experience. Yeah.
You have a nice smile, really, that and a friendly smile that will make
Thank you so much.
the tourists really happy with you.
Yes.
Thank you,
Mahra,
Mahra'il.
as a member of the Egyptian Association for Protecting Heritage, when you came to this place for the first time, as you mentioned, what do you think that you need to protect in this place?
I think I will, make some suggestions about having events here, and make workshops for knowing how we can do pottery and so on. Make some trainings. I will just suggest. I'm not the leader, of course, but I can do something.
All right, you definitely can, and we commend you for your efforts, Mahra'il, and for the noble cause you're working for. Mahra'il Milad Mouris, member of the Egyptian Association for Protection of Heritage. It's been a great pleasure and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
you.
so much, Mahra'il. It was a pleasure to have you with us in today's episode
pleasure is
of Nile
mine.
Cruise, and
Thank
of
you.
course, informative, and of course, we wish you best of luck and success.
Thank you.
And may all your dreams come true very soon.
Thank you so much.
Dear viewers, stay with us. We have more, and we'll be back again.
Action!